show I was watching. There's my big screen. My counter's good. Counter's good. Good afternoon. I guess I can technically say afternoon. It's 11:59. Hope everybody had a good morning. Enjoyed the Pokemon Presents. I was a smidge underwhelmed, but I'm gonna go ahead and just blame myself for that, for getting a bit too hyped. Overall, I enjoyed it. A little sad we didn't see any possible Colossean Pokemon, but I'm not taking that off the table yet. Small chance we might still get them. Here's me just hoping. I like that Alpha Pokemon are apparently going to be back. That's a delight, you know, because I need to do another Alpha Dex. Mega Dragonite was cute. I never really expected anything super fierce for Dragonite, who has been derpy for almost 30 years now. The character customization is going to be fantastic. Oh my god, there's so much customization. I might have to go with a long-haired character for this. So getting the Treasures of Ruin shiny through Raid was not something I expected. I don't know why. I mean, we did the Rayquaza, but that was also kind of an anime tie-in. So that'll be fun. It'll take us as a collective about 4 days to get 1,000,000 of them beat, I'm sure. Though I am hoping that if they hand them out, they do it with a code through Scarlet and Violet. Not me saying this because I would like 2 sets. Though it's fairly likely that they will be done through Pokemon Home, like Zoroark was. I think everybody was a little underwhelmed from what I've seen with the Presents. Of course, we do a good job of hyping ourselves up. Oh, we're gonna get this, and oh, we're gonna get at least 3 megas. I expected at least 1. So it was about what I would expect for a trailer, preview trailer, whichever you prefer at this point in time. I'm also still hoping we get mounts, though I would take getting roller skates back as a way to travel faster. I'm fairly certain that if some point in time we end up in the water, we're gonna have like a Gyarados or something to swim on, unless they're gonna stick us on a little boat. Stick us on a water scooter. Or maybe it'll be the return of the Rotom bike. We don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Still hoping for mounts. Maybe that'll be next. I would say maybe that might be next trailer. But I think the next trailer we should get might be with closing ceremonies for Worlds. Because I feel like we'll get a tiny presents around then as well. Nothing huge, just probably them re-announcing possible Gimmighoul raids, maybe announcements for the next round of Walking Wake and Iron Leaves, because it's about time they do those again. But I was not expecting the Treasures of Ruin to be raids. Though we do not know yet if they will be 5 or 7-star raids. There's a fly right in front of me, and if I'm careful enough, I might be able to get rid of a pest. If I can find my fly swatter. There it is. It's that time of year. Ha! Forgive me for my tiny murder. Oh, I double counted that one. Sorry about that. I'm also hoping we do get a couple of new fur trims. Just for the fun of it. But yes, I'm assuming alphas are back because there is a scene with a watchhog. Word is taller than people. And watchhog is not that big. At least I don't think it is. I could be wrong, but anime brain is wanting to say watchhog is like waist height. I might be wrong. Now I'm vaguely curious. I probably spelled that wrong, but it's fine. Pokedex. 3'7", so it's, yeah, probably about waist height, maybe a little bigger. And that one was like 6 feet, so that's got to be an alpha Pokemon coming back. It is not in the main trailer, but in the overview after. So, you know, if alphas are a thing again, I'm gonna have to spend 600 hours doing a new alpha dex, which will be fine anyways, seeing how you have to we'll have to collect Pokemon for home for whatever mythical or whatever they give us for X and Y. Won't use a guard because they've given that one out in events. Mythicals there are Hoopa, Volcanion, and Diancie. Unless I'm just straight up forgetting one, or they introduce a new legendary into ZA, which seems possible. Maybe it seems just as equally likely that we'll get to the end of ZA and it'll be like a corrupted 100% / mega Zygarde will end up having to fight or something. I'm trying to keep all my doors open here. Dad looked at me before the presents. He goes, I might have to steal you in a little bit. It's like, okay, what for? He goes, need to go start getting stuff from my uncle's workshop. Tools and stuff that my aunt said my dad could have. Oh, okay. Good, yeah, it won't be for a little while though. So like, oh, okay. I was worried for half a second he's gonna be like, yeah, we're leaving in 10 minutes, and it's like, no, Dad, I got a thing to watch. Which, if it had, you know, I'd have watched it when I got back. It wouldn't have been no big deal. I'm gonna make another trip out there tomorrow and get more stuff. It's a bunch of little stuff, just little loose tools and whatnot. That Dad wants to find a tote to put a bunch of it in. So provided I do not get shiny today, I will be ending stream at 3100. But I do still kind of hope that possible demo for ZA is true. It's probably true for it being at like a couple of game conventions and possibly at Worlds. I think that at Worlds is just my personal theory for when it should be done. But I would love it if they would give us just a like little hour-long demo or something, like they used to, like they did for Horus and Sun and Moon. Just a silly little side thing. I'm gonna have so much fun playing with the customization stuff in that game. And it's so sad though, 'cause that's like the only one who was up / not at work or something this morning to get excited about it. And I was like, yeah! Glances around and it's just crickets from the various group chats. Like, okay, tiny, quiet, yeah. Wave my little invisible flag. Still floundering on what team I want to do. It might end up a team of just randoms. Of course, we still have 3 months, and not every single Pokemon that's in the game is known, so we'll just have to see. Whew. So forgive me if I seem a little sleepy. I caught up before 7 this morning. Look, I'm usually up after 7, but it's like 15-20 minutes after 7 at most. But I woke up at 6:45 to get up and walk Stella early so I could make sure I had plenty of time to get home and and watch the presents. My camera's slightly off again from where I had to tweak it around. There we go. I'm never fully in center with this camera, but it's fine. So I apologize for the 5-second extreme close-up of my hand. So the champion stuff looked fun. It is very interesting that they are just finally said forget it and are letting you physically choose what you want to set like Pokemon stats as. So long as you have the points for it. I watched Austin John's video and apparently he checked the website. There are no microtransitions in Champions, so you can't buy points to edit Pokemon with. You have to earn them in battle. Through either battling people online or friends and probably NPCs. I feel like they have a bunch of NPC challenges. So it's kind of weird not seeing a new thing for Pokemon Pocket. So that might be revealed a bit more around World's time. So we're getting another, not quite an animated mini-series like Hisuian Snow and stuff, but the misadventures of Surf-Etched in Pichu look interesting. They're giving me like vague Don Quixote vibes here. Which could be pretty fun. And considering the Pokemon in the trailer were like giggling and making noises, I'm assuming because this is from the point of view of the Pokemon, we will be understanding what they're saying. I feel like we will have to wait, which we could get confirmation for alphas anytime now, seeing how they showed 2 in the thing, but I feel like a confirmation for alphas might end up waiting until we get the kind of big overview slash tutorial. And probably in September. I don't quite remember how far out from the from Scarlet and Violet and Legends Arceus we got the ones for those. But it feels like September, like late September, beginning of October will probably be the point in time when we get them. I tried to redeem the tracksuit in the side game of Scarlet I'm playing, and it didn't work. It wants you to at least log in. It's like I have a second email account. It's like I didn't want to go through the 5-minute process of doing it though. I might later at some point. I did not realize earlier that when they showed you the tracksuits for Scarlet and Violet, that they kind of color swapped them on us. That the orange one actually went to Violet, and then it's not really purple, but it's kind of grayish, cool tones and blues and a little bit of like teal in there went to Violet. So at a moment it's like, wait a second, it's like, is this glitched? Then I double checked the thing on Cerebi where I got the codes from, and it's like, it is not. I will have to insert Violet sometime in the next week or two so I can get the tracksuit in that one as well. I do wish we could get a much better look at the main areas we have for catching Pokemon. I know you can catch Pokemon all over the city, but the tiny little habitat areas I wish we could get a really good look at. So I love that it looks like catching quests and stuff are back from Legends Arceus. Doing things for chick whose name I can't remember. Marl? No. It starts with an M, but I can't remember it. So it's nice to see Emma's back. I hope she's doing well after Looker went poof on her. What is the chick's name? Took him less time to get unloaded than he thought it would. What is her name? That's Emma. Mabel! Okay, Mabel. Where did I get Marl from? I don't know where I got moral from. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mabel. Success! It's only a success if it's shiny. Ah, not a success. Papa's ready to hide from the heat. Poor guy. Though, I guess it probably gets pretty humid in my uncle's big garage across the road. Does look like a bunch of those shops and stuff are at like the bottom of Lumio's tower. Snap time. He's putting the chair leg up. Or the footrest up. Through this first batch, which leaves me with 250 more chances. This one really is just making me work for it. But I can't complain. Well, I can complain, but not like seriously complain, because I did get all my trades fairly quickly in comparison. I'm still curious to how they will be doing the fossils in ZA. If there will be an item we actually have to get and revive. Which would, to a small extent, make sense. Or if they're just going to be out and about. Because we won't exactly have space-time distortions to, plop them in the middle of Lumio City. And I guess if it comes to having to do fossil revivals and trying to get alphas, that'd be interesting. I guess with those at least you could reset. Please give me an alpha Tyrantrum. I want scientifically height-wise correct T-Rex and Sauropod. I can't remember what exactly Aurora and Aurora Morla are based off of. I'm sorry. Less itchy today for the most part, which is good. Oh! I hit the wrong button. not shiny either. Hi, Moose. I fairly enjoyed it. It felt a smidge underwhelming. I think everybody felt like we were gonna get more information on like ZA and stuff than we actually did, which is okay. Because we still have a few trailers to go, at least. Mega Dragonite is exactly as derpy as I expected a Dragonite Mega to be. I do like the touches they added to tie it back into Dragonair's kind of style. The character customization so far looks like it's going to be fabulous. Just absolutely fabulous. I'm going to spend forever customizing my character. A little sad we didn't find out if Kalosian Pokemon will be a thing or if we're getting mounts, but that might be next trailer. Hi, Levy. It is interesting to see that Mabel has become the new Pokemon professor for Lumiose. It does make me wonder if Sycamore is either like on vacation or maybe traveling for research. What flower am I asking? Hopefully, I'm holding out a little bit of hope we will get Kalosian Pokemon of some form. But if we don't, I'll be a little sad, but not like severely disappointed. It looks like Alpha Pokemon might be back. There is a shot of a red-eyed Houndoom that looks like it could be a great deal bigger than the regular ones. And then during the overview, there is a shot of a Watchog that is absolutely massive. And its eyes are also glowing red. So you know, I'm looking forward to doing another Alpha Pokedex if Alpha Pokemon are back. Which I have to do a Pokedex anyways for home, for whatever mythical they decide to give us eventually. And so it all works out fine. Possibly yes, that would be awesome actually. Which I don't know how tall Alpha Tyranitar is, like cannon wise. I don't know if it gains a lot more height, but it is absolutely huge in the trailer. But it's looking like alphas could be some sort of kind of mini boss, and then you get the rogue alphas, which will probably be like main area bosses, and then you get what looks like maybe I want to call it a gym, but it's not really a gym, I don't know, battle dojos or whatever they're gonna call them, against the dude with like the Arbok. It looks like there might be 4 or 5 of those, if going by the way the map on the table when you see all your little group interacting with each other is colored. Of course, we won't know any of this for sure until they tell us. Also, fruit trims are back, which is not a surprise, but I do hope they give us a couple of new ones just for fun. Like I said, I would love to see, how many games has it been since 6? 3? I'd love to see 3 new ones, kind of based just on Alola, Galar, and Paldea. Maybe a 4th one for Kitakami. It could be interesting, but we'll have to wait and see. So I did ding. I'll have to check that in a moment, make sure it's not something important. No, just probably a video notification for Moxie. But I'm loving everyone's reaction to Mega Dragonite being, and they don't know if they like it, and then they get the a better look at it in the overview, and it like grows on them in 5 minutes, which is how it always works in Pokemon. I can remember people being like so upset with some of the new Pokemon from Gen 9, and then, you know, they got to see them in game and use them, and they're like, oh, well, this is my new favorite Pokemon now. So, you know, the cycle continues. It's gonna be a fun challenge, though, having an entire team of alpha Pokemon. I wonder if our starters will end up in the wild in post game. I'm imagining so. I'm hoping we get a few more Pokemon in game that we haven't had recently in other games. Because I feel so bad. I was scrolling through the returning Pokemon list and on Cerebi, and it's like, oh, that's back again, and that's back again, and that's back again. It's like, I'm so tired of seeing this one, and this one, and this one. It will be nice, though, to see, like, the biggest majority of Gen 6. Probably all of Gen 6. It would be weird for them to not give us all of Gen 6. But I'm doing a smart thing and holding out Final Judgment for when the game is actually out and playable. Moose, what did you think about the shiny Treasures of Ruin being raid challenges? That actually caught me a little bit by surprise. I never considered them doing it that way for the Ruinous Treasures. Need to check my numbers after this one. I feel like I could be 1 or 2 off. Nope, I'm on right where I need to be. Nice. So I did watch a little bit of the Pikachu rave. It was cute. And they went way harder for the music in that than they should have. But hopefully they won't hit you with copyright for like listening to it, because I saw a bunch of people like having it in the background in their streams. And also at some point in time I would probably like to use it as background noise in a game or in a video, a live stream, whatever. So the new set of Pokemon cards is looking really, really pretty. If I can get out Walmart way whenever they come out, I might have to see if I can get a couple of packs. Just for the pretty art. Poor Moxie's like, yeah, I gotta give out 20 of these games for Legends EA. Bless him for doing that, though. I think he ended up doing like 30 copies of Scarlet and Violet when about a week before Scarlet and Violet dropped. So a little sad that Mega Dragonite isn't Dragon and Fairy, but just it's regular typing of Dragon and Flying. So, Pokemon Company, please, Mega Dragonite plushie, because that would be adorable. I probably won't have the money to buy it, but that would be super cute. They released new plushes yesterday on the Pokemon Center website. They have a Joltik and a Cutiefly, and I was so tempted to buy one. So I am curious if with this trailer, if this will start the official like promotional period where we start getting news every couple of weeks. I wonder if we'll get a like special little video like we did for Greavard and Hisuian, Zorua, and Zoroark. A new ghost type mega or something. That'd be kind of interesting. Seeing how they did kind of the video format with both of them. Oh, we probably won't, because those were Halloween, kind of October Halloween reveals. And this game releases before Halloween. Because we're, what, 2 months and... about 2.5 months out from ZA, I think? I can count that real fast. Where is my calendar? Calculator. Calendar. Let's see. 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, whoops, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, about 12, no, so yeah, about still 3 months out. Weeks are weird. Yeah. Where is my purple little feeler monster? Look, I can't call him a tentacle monster because he doesn't have tentacles yet. He kind of has them as an Omastar. But as an Omanyte, he just has little feelies. Ooh, excuse me. Hopefully that's still plenty of time to at least get the fossil Pokemon found shiny. Alright, that's a video alert, which I figured it was. Sorry, shoulder itches. So I love that they're going ahead and continuing the tradition of just giving us a Mega Pokemon for pre-ordering the game, more or less. I mean, it's not Mega Blaziken this time, but it's Mega Gardevoir. Which I honestly probably won't use. Then the 100 Pokeballs for the digital download isn't bad. It was a bit more spread out over the last couple of games, I think. I want to say it was Quick Balls for Scarlet and Violet. And then I think with Legends Arceus, we got us a few Pokeballs, a few feather balls, and a few of the little Gigaton balls. I don't remember what the first basic form of those is called. I'm sorry. It's been a while since I played Legend Arceus. Leaden balls, I think? I don't know, don't matter. At least not right now. I still would love to have Pokeball customization in games. Nothing huge. Just at least being able to change, like, the top plate color and the bottom plate color. Come on, Pokemon Company, you've been slacking. We don't have, like, colorful Pokeballs for half a dozen different colors. I want a purple Pokeball that's not the Master Ball. Okay, I do believe this should be the last one. Always a chance I am slightly off. Well, I didn't make it by 2900, but I do still have 200 vibes to go, so maybe one of those will be the lucky number. Just gotta figure out if I can fix my Pikachu controller. It's not horribly broken, but the the A button sticks now. Probably from my abuse of it in fantasy life. So I gotta see if I can fix that one day, or it's gonna be time to buy a new controller. One has the tiniest bit of drift, and the other has a sticky A button. And don't even get me started on these. This one works fine, the other one does not. The other one has super bad drift on the left hand Joy-Con. So Pin joined me for a good portion of the presents. He needed love and affection very badly this morning. When we got home from getting tools from my uncle's workshop, he spent like 15 minutes just sniffing my pants and stuff. Like, oh my god, mother, where have you been? Dude, chill. What's up with you? He meowed at me. Like 3 or 4 times. Because I bought a weird smell home. Which is probably dust more than anything. Never did figure out if this dude has a proper doctor name. You're just the doctor, the fossil doctor, my dude. It will be interesting though to see people try in a Nuzlocke ZA. Especially the people who do the Nuzlocks straight out upon release and don't play through the game by themselves first. Because I know Moxie 2D likes to try and do that now. Hopefully it goes well for him. All I can think about is those people be like, yeah, we're gonna get Mega Starter Revolution between the prisons. It's like, no, we're not. Also, same for all the people who thought they'd be giving us Gen 10 before Pokemon Day next year. They're really not gonna do that. So Champions is going to be interesting to see, especially if they fold it into the competitions for Worlds. Whew. Oh, excuse me. Forgive me, I woke up kind of early this morning. I feel so sorry for everybody who stayed up to like 10 or 11 o'clock at night because of their time zones. But it shouldn't have been anywhere, I think, because even like New Zealand is 12 hours ahead of us, so it's like 8 in the evening there. Is New Zealand 12 hours ahead? No, I was thinking, Moxie lives in Australia. I don't know, something like that. Because I know Japan is like 14 or 15 hours ahead of us. Don't go down this rabbit hole. I'm not gonna look it up. Even though it's really tempting. Yeah. Wonder what that dude at the desk thinks we're doing. Hey dude, what does your twin think about your job as a fossil resurrector? And me doing this 100 times in a row. Or I guess 300 times in a row technically, but he would only remember 100 times because I close out the game. Ooh, excuse me. Need to go through the trailer and get some screenshots of the hair customization and stuff to show Mama Blue. I can maybe manage to get at least something part-time. By the time CEA comes out, I want to at least chip in for a little bit of it. Might be able to get her to play it with me on release night. We were supposed to play games or something together last night and we didn't. I need to poke her again. See if I can't steal her away from Suki for anything. Another blue boy. I do hope that shiny Mega Dragonite is blue. If not blue, then make it pink, like regular shiny Dragonair. Got a nice batch of oh, hi Bob. Nice batch of outbreak events coming up. Love how the typing kind of correlates with the ruinous treasure raids. Have you seen the new trailer for Legends ZA, Bob? Excuse me. Gonna have to find me something good to eat for lunch after this. I had cake for breakfast, and cake is not a filling breakfast. I'm looking forward to seeing all the cute art of Mega Dragonite though. So I'm looking forward to seeing the name of its Mega Stone. Because like everyone else, I want to know if it's going to be the Dragonite-ite. Say, little dude, if you existed, I would eat you, but I wouldn't because I don't like seafood. I'm not a fish eater. Beyond the occasional fish stick, that's about it. And even those I don't really care for. I will eat them if I must, but they are not my favorite thing. No, you haven't seen it yet? Go watch it. There's not a ton of new stuff, but you get a good look at like the character customization and whatnot. You can see Mega Dragonite in all its derpy glory. I feel like the good look at the catching areas will come in the like 10-minute overview video they do before the game's release. Okay, 1 second. It'll be about 3 minutes, but okay. Excuse me. Check the last couple of them. I get my eyes squinted. What's that last? Was the one before this one? Alright, that is still an accurate count. I love it. I finished watching the stream and it felt like 10 minutes. No, it wasn't 10 minutes because stream ended and I watched Moxie's for about 15 minutes where they were just kind of chatting about stuff in the trailer and then we left. So we got back and like Ruffled Rabbit already has his 75 things you might have missed, which I'll have to watch just to see if he's noticed things I myself didn't notice. I do wonder if King's Gambit will be in this game because there is a statue of him in that one dude's place. Still not purple. Darn you. Won't you be fashionable for a moment? Says me who wears the same 6 shirts because they're on the opposite pile. I feel like we only saw the tip of the iceberg when it comes to like character customization. At least for clothes and stuff. Because I saw this one that looked kind of like a suit that is like, yes, because you cannot go wrong with the lady in a suit. So hopefully we get it and like can choose the different colors for the shirts and pants and stuff. A little sad we didn't see more of the boys' clothes. Because Because we did see a ton of the female character customization, less so for the boys. Give us a bit more of their stuff, please. Just in general, please, Game Freak, give us more boy clothes and stuff options in this too. Because when I do my eventual second playthrough of the game, I always play as a boy. Yes, I heard the dink. Let me make sure that's not Mama Blue. Oh, it is! Oh, excuse me. Letting her know I was gonna send her some screenshots later. That's okay, you don't have to like it. Not everybody's gonna like every Mega Pokemon. But there's also a chance that given enough time it can and will grow on you. You never know with Pokemon. Also, you gotta think, Bob, it's Dragonite. We were never gonna get something just coolly awesome with Dragonite. Hello, thank you for the subscription. That I never fixed. Forgetting to. Still no purple. Dang it. Of course, there's a very good chance that they'll show ones later that you'll like more. Dragonite is very kind of cutesy. Yes, Mega Gengar Shiny is nice. I am still looking forward to Shiny hunting in ZA, seeing what the new mechanic will be. Hopefully we have link cables and stuff return in this game, so we can evolve like Kadabra and whatnot. I wonder if we'll ever get a Mega Machoke and Golem to kind of finish out that quartet. Nice, what shiny did you get? So congratulations. What shiny did you get? Also, because you said you hadn't watched the Presents, they are doing a challenge for the shiny treasures of Ruin, the 4 legendaries, where if we beat 1 million of them in a raid, we get the shiny treasures of Ruin. It's four separate events covering about a month. Oh, nice! Squirtle's a pretty good shiny. Also, there is a new tracksuit you can get through Mystery Gift with a code. You can just look that up on Cerebi, probably be faster and easier. I got one of them earlier in Scarlet and had to go buy a new hat to match. I've been wearing a blueberry outfit and it's like, my hat doesn't match anymore, time to change it. Nice. Always nice when you catch your favorite shiny Pokemon. I'm gonna have to try and find a shiny Alpha Punkaboo for Mama Blueberry because it's one of her favorites. She always names it 3.14. She had a teacher in college give her an extra like 3 points on his test once for that pun. Will the Punkaboo sizes in Legend CA have alpha sizes? Oh god. I mean, getting all the Punkaboo sizes isn't too horribly difficult if you play enough, but it's always a pain in the butt telling the different sizes apart. Oh, I hate it when that happens. He just straight up pops up and mugs you. It took like 2,000 gold for me the last time he did that. Play some more Cult of the Lamb. Need to get it for my computer so it runs a bit better. Ooh. I had a lot of gold just from how after you unlock everything, the fervor from your cult members turns into gold, or did turn into gold. I don't remember if that's still a thing that happens anymore, but I had a lot of gold from that, and I'm still back to needing things with fervor, so yeah, I'm not getting gold back right now. Need to go through and play so I can reunite the kitties with their mom. And the renders to the two warriors he has before the boss fight. You can reunite them with their mom, which is excellent. Excuse me. Nice. I have not played double with anyone yet, so neither of I'm always the lamb. I wouldn't mind playing as the goat for a little bit. I kind of desperately want either a lamb plush or a goat plush. ask Dad what he wants to do for dinner later. I'm hoping they manage online co-op eventually, because I would like to be able to play with some of my friends online. The lamb plush and stuff sell out fairly quickly when they get them back in stock on the online store. Maybe at some point in time when I have a little bit of surplus, I'll have to keep a real good eye on it so I can order me one. Actually, most of the Cult of the Lamb merch is actually really nice. The like Joy-Cons and the PS5 controller they have are fantastic. If they weren't, you know, controller priced, I'd have bought one. Ooh. Maybe we'll get lucky and eventually they'll make like a Switch skin, Switch 2 skin or something. Because I wouldn't have to have special edition like Joy-Cons or whatever. I'd be perfectly happy spending like 20 bucks on just a skin to put over my Joy-Cons. I mean, I got this one at Walmart for $10. And it basically just covers the Joy-Con and the front case of the Switch, if I'm not mistaken. Does it cover the back? Here, hold on. I'm about to go black screen for a moment. Oh, yeah, it does. It goes on the back, too. Get back in there. There we go. But just having something like that with Cult of the Lamb art could be nice as well. Yes, I have a fossil for you. As of this moment, I have 125 more fossils for you. Need to pull up the score for Cult of the Lamb too and listen to it, or just pull up the live stream. I still very much adore that they made a Cult of the Lamb version of Fireflies for when they did the weddings at, what was it, PAX last year, I think? Ah, you helped her fight Nerinder. Not too bad a fight. I played it on normal, I think, and did pretty okay. At some point in time, somehow I managed to switch everything over to like freaking hard, and everything was kicking my butt, and it's like, okay, what the heck? Excuse me. Do you have a favorite weapon? I very much have a least favorite weapon, and it's called hammers. Actually, I don't care much for any of the heavier weapons. Give me a sword or a dagger any day. Or the gauntlets. The gauntlets are okay too. Hammer. I can't stand being slow in games. Here, hold on. Let me flip on my light real fast. Oops. There we go. Get a bit more light here other than just my TV. Yeah, Cult of the Lamb's fun. I suggested it to a friend, and she goes, oh, it's a roguelike, it's a dungeon crawler. I love those games. It's like, you didn't know this before? Like, honey, I could swear I've suggested this game to you before. I mean, you play Hades and stuff, so I know you like these games. Excuse me. Look up. There's a Cult of the Lamb fan animation. What's it called? Shroom Doom or something to that extent. That is really, really good. You should definitely watch it. I don't know if that was shiny. I was looking away. Yeah, I don't think I ever actually used any of the alternate fleeces. I really should. There have been a couple of Cult of the Lamb wraps as well that have been really good. I have one of them on my playlist, and every time I'm cleaning the church and it rolls around, it's like, oh, this was like blasphemy. Of course, it also feels that way when Has Been Hotel music starts playing, and it's like, I hope no one shows up while this song is playing. Oh, I rely on dodge roll. I rely on being a speedy sheep. But no, the dude who did Shroom Doom definitely needs to do more Cult of the Lamb animations, because he got the feeling in that game down pat, especially when they're talking about the bowls of poop. I'm not gonna eat it off the ground. Well, they did if you put it in a bowl. It's like, oh my god, no. Every time I get one of those, I want to prank this other follower. I want to feed them poop. It's like, no, I will take the slight knock to my faith for refusing this quest. That's nasty. Oh, you're fine, Moose. Welcome back. I was talking to Bob about Cult of the Lamb. Also, Bob doesn't much care for the Mega Dragonite form, which is fine. 'Tis fair. Okay, Bob, you do know about the shiny Treasures of Ruin event, yes? Where we need to defeat 1,000,000 of each one in a raid in order to unlock the shinies. Also, there's new clothes for Scarlet and Violet. Through a mystery gift code, you get a tracksuit. And the one for Scarlet actually isn't that bad. I kind of like it. It is very cute. And I do like the little touches of Dragonair's design they added to it. imagine that. I'm assuming that last one wasn't shiny. It'd be my luck it would be, though. That's happened before. The Cult of Napoleon. I think mine is Cult of the Gemstone. Which is kind of funny, considering you have that big gemstone you gotta light up for the lighthouse. When I eventually do a playthrough on its stream, I'm gonna call it the Cult of the Bovine, and all my followers, except for like the bishops, are gonna be cows. And maybe a few deer. I don't remember if we have moose in that one. Yes, I have hit 460. I'm very close to 500. So maybe this year. Guys, for half a second I thought fossil was misspelled in this game. But yes, Cult was fun. Actually, Cult should be due for an update. Kind of soonish? I think they said the next one they were working on was a bigger one, so it might not be super soon, but we might have a new update come fall. I don't remember what they've said they're working on for the game. It's been a while since I've checked. Let's see, and then Slime Rancher 2 is supposed to get its game end update sometime this fall. Which doesn't mean they're finished adding things, it just means that we get the end of the story. I have to go through and replay Slime Rancher 2, start a new game before the No, I don't want to do that because, good God, collecting the shadow plorts necessary to open all the gates is a pain in the butt. Alright, this should be the last one. No shiny? Alright. Check the last few real fast. That's one way to do it. But yes, you mentioned Alpha Omega's moose, and yes. I want a huge alpha Pokemon. Just a ungodly, insanely huge alpha Pokemon. Because some Pokemon do get bigger as alphas, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe the better graphics will make it easier to tell the Punkaboo and Gorgeist sizes apart. Guys, I am way over 200 something hours in this game. What's my hour count for this? Because this one, 295 hours. Yeah, that sounds about right. Because your in-game timer actually keeps up with your resets and stuff. Little surprised Stella hasn't come and poked me with her nose yet. She usually does, at least once a stream. Alright, you have a good day too, Moose. And go take your call. Oh, maybe I'll see you Thursday. Alright, 98 more chances to get this dude shiny today. Oh, I gotta go do dishes once I finish. We don't have like a ton of them, but we have this nice little pile of the little saucer plates. Because that's what we've been using to like heat up little bits of pork and stuff instead of just using a big plate. So we've been eating a decent bit of cake. Might ask Dad if he wants to do omelets for dinner. Give us something a little bit different. We can cut up more of that pork butt to put in it instead of doing ham. Oh god, you have way more hours than me. I have probably not even 100 hours in Cult of the Lamb, honestly. Cult of the Lamb was a game I bought to tide me over until Scarlet and Violet released. Oh god, I only have 50 hours. But it is definitely one of those games you can sink major time into. Because I guess most games you can sink major time into, so long as there's just enough to do in them. Shield, you have 124. I want to say I have at least a couple of hours in Pokemon Shield. Not as many in Sword, of course, because I haven't had it as long, but I've got, God, probably almost 2,000 hours in Scarlet. I think I was up to like 1,800 last I checked. Oh no, that's in Scarlet and Violet combined. 1,350 in Scarlet. And 485 in Violet. 340 in Shield. A little less than I was thinking I had. 785 in Legends Arceus. I need to finish that game. I've not played that one. That one Mama played. Alright, I need to quit going back to my timer screen and revive fossils. See if maybe I can get a shiny fellow within the next 90. And I'm gonna put an ungodly amount of hours into hunting in Legends EA. Let's face it, that's 90% of my time in most of my Pokemon games now is shiny hunting. Nice. I don't know if there's a way to check how many hours you've played Minecraft, but I've probably played an ungodly amount of hours in Minecraft. That is definitely probably 10 or 11,000 hour gameplay time by now, spread out over me playing Pocket Edition when I first started and me playing on computer now. So really want a Pokemon game where they just give us a good handful of fossils, even if it's like 3 new ones mixed in with a bunch of old ones. I'd like a Pokemon game where you could get fossils a bit earlier in game. And by that I mean getting older fossils earlier in game instead of having to wait for post game. I hate it when that happens. Freaking Narender died on me. The only way he can die in that game is if you send him on a quest. And I sent him on a quest and he died. And it's like I don't have revival. So as soon as we got that update, the first thing I did was get the revival ability and revived him. Like, dude, you're not getting away from me. I've gone around and collected your siblings. You're gonna be one big happy family. You know, now kiss and make up. I gave Lishi the immortality necklace. And if I can ever manage 3 others, they'll go to the other ones as well. At some point in time, it's just gonna be me, Narender, and the bishops. Remember that glitch in one of the updates where you had if you made graves, your the members you buried in them would vanish. Alright, you're fine, Bob. And I don't know if that had anything to do with you like remembering them, because there is a skill you can do where you do like a remembrance ceremony and whatnot. But I just remember being very confused going to collect fervor from the cemetery and graves being empty, and it's like, what? Mm-hmm. Uh-oh, I heard my girl move. I don't see her yet. I keep forgetting I have cookies up there. Yes, into the resurrection machine it goes. I would love for a resurrection machine in a Pokemon game that kind of takes after the ones they have in Pixelmon. Or Cobblemon. I think they have resurrection machines in Cobblemon as well. Come on, I'd like to get this shiny today. Then when I start Thursday, I can start fresh hunting Omanyte and Sword. No, thinking on the Treasures of Ruin raids and the Zoroark, the Zorora raid and stuff, makes you remember how they did a million trades across the GTS to get the fancy Vivillon pattern at first, before they made it the default pattern in Scarlet and Violet. I wonder if they'll do region-locked Vivillon patterns in ZA. Probably. Be based on your location like it was in X and Y. Nose itches just that little bit. As funny as it is that this is like music to work by, and just the video I'm listening to, it's also just very good nap music. Of course, to me, anything is good nap music. Be amazed how many times I'll put like Reddit stories on, select someone's playlist, and just lay there and nap in this, well, not completely nap, but lay there and just be chill and listen to people read Reddit stories. Dude, once we hit odds on you, I'm gonna start hunting you out of stream. So I can sit here and hit A for 100 fossils. Dude, so long as I'm not washing my body in sewage, I'm fine. I can suck up a little bit of chlorine in the water, just like we suck up a little bit of formaldehyde. It doesn't sound right. Whatever it is, they put in the water to help keep like dirt and stuff from eroding our teeth. Welcome back, Bob. Dad gets a thing where he can watch so many like commercials for his shows, and he gets to keep watching his shows. Half of them yesterday were here's this secret where you can get this much money by doing this thing. You know, just click on this link and download a virus and let us into your bank account. No. He had one a couple of months ago that started off as one of those, did you know that, and I don't remember what exactly it is you were supposed to know at this point in time, because There's been 50 billion other little commercials I listen to. Oh no, it's the Mahjong commercial. The one that will help increase your memory and help you sleep better. I walked in to Dad and looked at him and went, Dad, did you know that playing Mahjong will help your memory and make you sleep better? And he just kind of looked at me. The flattest dang look from him ever. Like, shut up, I have to listen to that commercial a billion times when I'm watching my things. I'm sure that one will be back in a day or two. I like Mahjong, I can't complain though. I'll sit down and play a few rounds every once in a while. Mahjong's a fun game. Yeah, I imagine that really did suck. Accidentally pulled a Jim Jones on your cult there, didn't you? I luckily have never done that, but I always hate like when you just start a quest and you're like 3 rooms in on the first area and it's like, oh, this cult member has passed away, and it's like, dang it, you couldn't have waited until I was almost finished or I got back. Thankfully usually they're dying of old age, so it's like, hey, I've taken good enough care of them for them to get to old age and die, so. I always laugh when I get the one, it's like, it's been a long time since we've sacrificed someone to the void. We need to sacrifice someone to the void. And it's like, alright, are you volunteering? Then I check everyone's level, and like the lowest level person I'll sacrifice. Because they're like, you're not getting my good fervor, people. Like, I have one person on there, who's a follower that's like level 8 or 9 at this point. And I think they're my highest level. I might be wrong, it might be higher. Now you kind of have me wanting to poke around in my Cult of the Lamb save file. Been a while since I have. I almost said a dumb thing. I was about to say that we need a Pokemon roguelike, but we have one in Mystery Dungeon. I wouldn't mind a new Mystery Dungeon game. It's been a while since we had one of those. The last one was, what was it, like Gen 5 or 6? Yep. I hated trying to collect 20 members to sacrifice to Nurinder to open his thing, because it's like, but 20 people make my thing lag so bad. So I get to a point where I just stockpile them, because so long as they're not initiated into the cult, they just kind of pile up. So whenever... Sorry, hold on. Okay, for half a second I thought he was purple. I thought I heard my baby. I might have. She might be laying behind the Papa-san chair. But I get to the point where I just let them pile up, and then when I need a new member, I'll go and initiate one into the group. So now I always try to keep about 10 or so members in my cult. That way it doesn't like lag my game too much. I have heard my baby. My baby, do you need outside? Alright, hold on. Let me go let Stella out fast. I'm coming just a second. Alright, she's outside. I'll have to get up in a minute to let her back in, but that's fine. I always hated that the squid dude like mind controlled one of your characters. So you had to fight a cult member. I think when I had that happen the first time, it was like one of my favorite cult members. One of my oldest ones, and I was like, no, don't make me kill him. I just felt bad for sacrificing Radu to the Anubis dude. But I needed that item, dang it. Alright, 45 more to go. Yeah, cult's fun. I need to sit down and play some more. Fiddle around in my gardens and stuff. I need a bigger area for more garden space. I'm not low on food or anything. I just like big gardens. Desperately need a Pokemon Stardew Valley, like official Stardew Valley-ish Pokemon game. Actually, a region creator could be kind of fun. Basically, where you just get to build your own maps and stuff. Not that you can't do that now, but to be kind of fun. We just need to play more Tiny Glade. I feel so bad. I was so excited to get that game, and I don't think I've spent 7 hours in it. there was one person who was going through and like recreating the Pokemon towns. I wonder if they ever finished. Oh, did the Pokemon Friends app is apparently free on your phone, but is not free for the Switch, which doesn't make any sense. Like, it is $10 apparently on Switch and like $26 to get all the little odds and ends. Like, what? So, you know, my idea for maybe downloading that to play went bye-bye because I don't want to pay for it. Alright, she's at the window. Let me go let her in. I'm coming, my honey. Stella is appeased. She got her cookie. So the animation in Champions looks nice. It's not quite Scarlet and Violet level of like shiny and stuff, but it does look like they have enough shine added to Pokemon that would, with like metallic features and stuff, to make it look really nice without being too overboard. Excuse me. I took a sip of Coke while I was in the kitchen. Hi, Bubba. Not quite food time yet. You got another hour. Of course, his big thing earlier was just meat smelling like a different place. Dad had me emptying a big pegboard of a bunch of little packets of like screws and nails and stuff. Feeling unless I get a last minute shiny here, we might not get him today, which I'm still within odds, so I think I'll hit odds more or less Monday. Monday or like within the first uh, revival set Tuesday. Hopefully it won't go that long. Hopefully I'll get it, if not to, probably not today, Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. Hopefully I get it by 4,000. I don't want to go ungodly over odds for this Pokemon. I will legit start hunting this in a different game. Alright, 25 more to go today. I'm gonna sound really dumb, but I'm trying to remember what color shiny Mega Mewtwo is, like, off the top of my head, and I just cannot. Can't remember if he stays green. I wonder if Mega Mewtwo will be a post-game thing. I feel like possibly not. I feel like the focus should be on whatever, like, mega Pokemon we get, new megas we get, but maybe, you never know. So you guys will get to have fun watching me, try and play ZA without using mega Pokemon. Not because there's anything wrong with megas, I'm just not a huge gimmick user unless I really need to. Like, I hardly ever used terrestrializing or anything in Scarlet and Violet except for raid battles and when I had to with the Miraidon and Groudon fights. Even Z moves I didn't use much of. Might use them once or twice just to look at them, and megas was always, ooh, okay, let's mega this and get a refresher for what it looks like, even though I could look it up online. Megas were just a fun when the mood hits me kind of thing. I kind of hope CA does actually make it to where I need to use them. But it can be a chronic overleveler sometimes, so maybe not. When I beat Scarlet and Violet, like, my entire team was level 75. Well, I don't remember if it was 75 for Violet or not. I know it was for Scarlet, because I spent an hour or two in the slaughter field, KOing a bunch of Chansey. It'll be interesting to see, though. I'm excited for it still. Of course, I'm always excited for new Pokemon games. I'm sure in 10 years we'll get a third Pokemon Snap installment, and you guys will have to hear about that from the moment we get the first trailer to when it releases. I would love if we would get not so much a remake, but like a retexture of the original Pokemon Snap. Like, it still looks pretty good considering it's Nintendo 64 graphics, but it could be so super pretty in the newer graphics. HD Pokemon Snap. I made my stepbrother so mad the first time I played that because I deleted his really good Mew picture and replaced it with my crappy one. Heard him complaining to mom or dad about it. She deleted my picture. And it's like, I'm sorry, I didn't know it was your picture. I think I eventually got a really good Mew one to replace it with, but still. I think I restarted his game eventually too. And it wasn't out of like meanness or anything. I was just little and wanted to play it, you know, for myself. Because when I first played it, you know, everything was already unlocked because he'd played it and beat it. Now I can go through and beat that game in like an hour. You go through and play some more Pokemon Snap. New Pokemon Snap just ended up being the best thing ever for like backgrounds for computers and stuff. Dude, you guys aren't the only ones they're going up on. Dad's getting a commercial for like bamboo boxers. I'm assuming they're bamboo fiber boxers. It's funny. Everybody uses the same dang AI voice now. They're both text-to-speech voice. Oh wow, I'm to 95. I didn't realize I was that close being done with this batch. Alright, 5 to go. Maybe get lucky and last minute shiny, that would be great. If not, I will be continuing on Thursday. When I am able to do a proper week, meaning there's not a family event or me having to work or something going on in the week, I do take Wednesdays off. So I will not be streaming tomorrow. I will be back Thursday. Alright, 3 to go. Regular blue Philly monster. Alright, last one. Or at least it should be the last one, provided my count's not 1 or 2 off. That happens on occasion. Use a random name generator. Let your game name it. Alright, that's all of them. I will be back Thursday. I hope you guys have a good evening. Thank you guys for sitting and chatting with me. I really enjoy it. Hope you guys have a good evening and a good Wednesday. Bye bye.